Hi thespians, it's Monday. So, it's been a while again, and I'm sorry. I've been busy again. I've had a interesting couple of weeks working on my most recent show that I did, The Shape of a Girl. It is still, I think, one of my favorite plays. I do love it. It's a beautiful script, and we did some cool stuff with it, but it was an interesting process. Which I'm not going to touch on here, but if you're curious, I guess Facebook me if you want to know more. Anyway, that's done. We closed on Saturday night. The set had sand on it. It was covered in sand, and we actually surprisingly got most of it out. I thought for sure that the theater that we worked in was going to be cursing us for years because there was going to be sand in everything everywhere and it was going to never go away, but I think we got rid of most of it, and we had a sandbox sort of configuration that we managed to keep most of the sand in, which was really good. So yeah, that's over. I am unemployed, or shall I say fun-employed, for the most part, for the next 2 weeks, and then I go to BC on the 22nd to start It's a Wonderful Life the musical, which is going to be lots of fun. I've been reading the script. It's really interesting. It's the director, choreographer is adapting the movie himself, and it's using music by like Gershwin and Cole Porter and that. So there's that coming up, which I'm quite excited about. Otherwise, right now I'm working on applying to join IATSE, which if you guys don't know what IATSE is, it's the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees, which international I guess sort of just means North America, and it's like the union for the technical crafts, so I'm working on submitting my applications for that, and that's about all that's going on with me. I just want to, this week, talk about what Mary talked about, which is like reactions from the audience and like stuff that audience members say. And I've had a couple of interesting experiences with this so far in my short career. Probably my favorite was actually exactly a year ago. Like this time last year, I was working on Pride and Prejudice at Theatre Calgary, and we opened the second act. You guys are all familiar with Pride and Prejudice because you've seen Lizzie Bennet. There's Darcy's letter that he writes to Lizzie, and in our version, we had Darcy downstage with a candle with his like period shirt open, and he was like laying on the ground all sexy, and our actor was fairly attractive. And we had quite often, I was only there for previews, so this is just stuff I heard during previews, and apparently it got even more intense as the run went on, that Ty, the actor, was laying downstage, like, acting, and this woman in the front row goes, "Ooh, I'll have a piece of that." And I don't know exactly how he handled it, but he probably just kept going. But that was one of many things that people said regarding our open-shirted Darcy. I worked on a production of Robin Hood a couple of years ago, and we had a troubadour character that would come out and like sing a song like in between bits. Like he would kind of move. He was sort of like a musical narrator. Like he'd come on between scenes and sing about what has happened and what's coming up and such. And we were in thrust configuration, so the audience was very close to us. And on one of our shows, when Bruce, the actor, came out to sing one of his songs, about halfway through the show, some kid in the audience yelled, "Oh no, not you again." I love it. I love kids. Kids are funny. So those are two of my favorites that have happened in the audience during the show, on shows I've worked on. And then most recently, actually, like not even 2 weeks ago, I watched a production of Titus Andronicus, which is a crazy show. But anyway, if you're familiar with it at all, I don't know if you guys are, but near the end of the show, Titus, who is totally crazy, kills his daughter in front of everybody. After earlier in the show, she'd already had her tongue cut out and her hands cut off, so, like, she's had a pretty crappy go of it. But anyway, when I saw it, when Titus killed his daughter, a guy behind me, like a couple rows behind me in the audience, stood up and yelled, "F you!" Except he didn't say F. He said the actual word, which made the audience laugh. But the actors just kind of kept going, and they were completely surprised, and like it's cool that a show can like bring up that kind of emotion that makes a person want to stand up and say that during a show. So there's that. Anyway, that's all for me. So that's yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Hope you guys are doing well, and hopefully Sam will see you tomorrow. Bye.